Every year, thousands of retirees begin planning the Great Loop, but most make one mistake before they ever leave the dock. They choose the wrong boat, not because they did not research, not because they did not care, but because the qualities that make a boat look impressive at the marina are often completely different from the qualities that make a boat succeed across 6,000 miles of American waterway. One of the boats we are covering today is so consistently seen among successful loopers that veterans jokingly call it the unofficial loop boat. We are not revealing which one yet, but by the time we get there, you will understand exactly why it earned that reputation. These are the 5 boats that dominate the Great Loop. And why? The Great Loop is a continuous waterway circling the eastern United States. Roughly 6,000 miles of rivers, lakes, canals, bays, and coastal waters connecting the Atlantic, the Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River system, and the Great Lakes into a single connected route. Most loopers take between 1 and 2 years to complete it. Some never finish because they find a harbor they cannot bring themselves to leave. It has become one of the most popular retirement adventures in America because it lets you see the country at a pace that actually allows you to experience it. Small river towns, historic ports, remote anchorages, vibrant marina communities, all from the deck of your own boat. But the wrong boat turns that dream into an expensive ordeal. The Loop is not forgiving of poor fuel economy, problematic maintenance histories, excessive bridge clearance requirements, or layouts that make full-time living uncomfortable. The waterway will expose every weakness a vessel has. The boats that succeed share specific traits: fuel efficiency, a liveaboard layout that works for 2 people over months at a time, draft and bridge clearance that keeps options open, simple enough systems that an owner can maintain them without professional help on speed dial, and communities of previous owners who can help when something goes wrong. These 5 boats check those boxes better than almost anything else on the market. Number 5. Marine Trader 36. The Marine Trader 36 does not get the attention some boats further up this list receive, but spend any time in Great Loop forums and the name comes up consistently, often from people who bought one as the most boat they could afford and discovered it was one of the better decisions they ever made. Built in Taiwan between the 1970s and 1990s, the Marine Trader 36 was constructed when Taiwanese boat builders prioritized structural integrity over production efficiency. The result is a heavy, solidly built vessel with a teak interior that holds up to decades of liveaboard use. The layout works for the Loop: a comfortable salon, a functional galley, a private aft cabin, giving 2 people genuine separation across 18 months aboard. 2 heads on most configurations. Twin Ford Lehman diesels on most examples. Legendary for simplicity and repairability. When something goes wrong, there is almost always someone at the next marina who has dealt with the same issue. Fuel economy is not the Marine Trader's strength. At cruising speed, expect roughly 1 to 1.5 miles per gallon. But experienced Marine Trader loopers will tell you the fuel cost difference is regularly offset by the lower purchase price, typically $30,000 to $75,000 depending on condition. Imagine spending a slow September working down the Tennessee Tombigbee waterway, stopping in small Alabama river towns, making dinner in the galley while river traffic moves past the salon windows. The Marine Trader is built for exactly that pace. The honest weakness is age. Most examples today are 40+ years old. Budget carefully for ongoing maintenance and survey thoroughly before buying. Who should buy it? The buyer who wants maximum liveaboard space at minimum entry cost and is comfortable with an older vessel that rewards attentive ownership. But the next boat solves the fuel economy problem that frustrates many Marine Trader owners and launched a quiet revolution in loop-friendly boat design. If you are enjoying this video, hit the like button right now, subscribe to Boat Hunter, and turn on the notification bell. We cover real boats, real costs, and real great loop opportunities every week. Number 4. Mainship 390 Trawler. When Mainship introduced the 390 in the late 1990s, they built a single-engine diesel trawler, delivering genuine liveaboard comfort without punishing fuel costs. What they actually created was one of the most loop-popular boats of the last 2 decades. The single Caterpillar diesel means one fuel bill, one oil change, one set of impellers on a 6,000-mile journey. That simplicity translates directly to money and peace of mind. Fuel economy runs approximately 2 to 2.5 miles per gallon, meaningfully better than twin-engine displacement alternatives. The layout was designed with actual liveaboards in mind. Generous salon for a 39-foot boat. Functional galley, a proper island berth in the master stateroom, rather than a cramped V berth. A second cabin for guests. 2 heads. The flybridge creates elevated outdoor living that transforms passage-making from transportation into experience. Used Mainship 390s typically run $65,000 to $135,000. Within reach for most retirement budgets, without requiring a significant savings drawdown. The honest weakness is the single engine. An engine failure leaves you without propulsion until a tow arrives. Most experienced single-engine loopers address this by carrying a thorough spare parts inventory and knowing their engine well. Who should buy it? The buyer who wants modern systems, single-engine fuel efficiency, and a flybridge layout that makes extended cruising genuinely enjoyable. The next boat carries one of the most respected names in American trawler history. For many experienced loopers, it is the gold standard against which everything else gets measured. Number 3. Grand Banks 36. There are boat names, and there are legends. Grand Banks is a legend. The Grand Banks 36 Classic is one of the most recognizable silhouettes on American waterways. The full keel, the teak superstructure, lines unchanged since the 1960s because they did not need to change. These boats were built to cross oceans. The Great Loop is a comfortable river cruise by comparison. What puts the Grand Banks 36 consistently on successful looper lists is the combination. The full displacement hull delivers efficiency and seakeeping that semi-displacement hulls cannot match at slow speeds. The Ford Lehman diesel sips fuel at displacement speeds. And a well-maintained Grand Banks from 1978 is often mechanically more trustworthy than a newer boat maintained less carefully. For buyers thinking about total cost of ownership, and experienced boat shoppers know the difference, the Grand Banks proposition is compelling. Strong value retention, predictable maintenance when cared for properly, a parts and service community among the strongest of any vintage American trawler. The interior reflects the standard, solid teak throughout. Warm, well-proportioned salon, private aft cabin. A genuine working galley. Typical prices run $55,000 to $130,000. Premium condition examples with recent refits push higher. The honest weakness is maintenance commitment. The teak needs regular attention. Systems on older examples need systematic updating. This is a boat for buyers who genuinely enjoy the stewardship aspect of classic vessel ownership. Who should buy it? The buyer who values quality, tradition, and is committed to maintaining a classic vessel properly. And here is the surprising part. Neither the Grand Banks nor the Mainship 390 is the boat most Great Loop veterans recommend to first-time buyers. That distinction belongs to a much smaller vessel, one that consistently surprises people who assumed bigger was better. If you were starting the Great Loop tomorrow, what would matter most? Fuel economy, comfort, maintenance costs, or ease of handling? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you are researching retirement boats, Liveaboard Life, or the Great Loop, subscribe to Boat Hunter. Real boats, real costs, real opportunities every week. Number 2. Nordic Tug 32. The Nordic Tug 32 is the boat serious loopers recommend to first-timers. Not because it is the most impressive vessel on the water, because it is the most honest. Nordic Tug designed the 32 around priorities that experienced buyers immediately recognize: efficiency, seakeeping, simplicity, livability. The single diesel, typically a lugger or Yanmar, is economical, reliable, and simple enough that an engaged owner handles most maintenance without professional help. At 2 to 3 miles per gallon, the fuel costs stay predictable across the entire journey. Bridge clearance is a genuine advantage. The Nordic Tug 32 accesses waterways and harbors that larger, taller boats must detour around. On a route as varied as the Great Loop, that flexibility matters considerably. The enclosed pilot house is the feature veterans mention first. Elevated, full visibility in every direction. Running the boat in cold weather, rain, or long passages is a fundamentally different experience from an open flybridge. Across multiple seasons and thousands of miles, that enclosed position changes the quality of the journey. The interior punches above its size. A proper salon, functional galley, comfortable master cabin, and a head with a separate shower. It is not a large boat, but it is an extraordinarily well-designed one. Used Nordic Tug 32s run $60,000 to $120,000. The honest weakness is space. 2 people living aboard 32 feet for a year is entirely workable. Thousands of loopers have done it. But it requires genuine acceptance of minimalist living. Who should buy it? The couple who prioritizes efficiency, reliability, and ease of handling over maximum interior volume. The looper who wants to focus on the journey rather than managing the boat. The final boat on this list has earned a title no marketing campaign could manufacture. It is the one experienced loopers recommend above everything else. Number 1. Mainship 34 Trawler. Spend any meaningful time in great loop communities, forums, marina docks, looper rendezvous events, and the Mainship 34 comes up so consistently it has earned a reputation beyond recommendation. Veterans call it the loop boat, not because it is the most luxurious, not because it is the fastest, because it does everything the loop demands and almost nothing it does not. Mainship built the 34 Trawler from 1994 through the early 2000s around a clear brief: a single-engine diesel trawler a couple can handle alone, that fits under low bridges, that sips fuel, that provides genuine liveaboard comfort, and that can be purchased and maintained without consuming a retirement nest egg. The single Yanmar diesel returns 2 to 3 miles per gallon. On a 6,000-mile trip, the difference between this fuel economy and a less efficient alternative is measured in thousands of dollars. Money that stays in your account rather than going to marine fuel docks. At approximately 13 feet of air draft, the Mainship 34 passes under fixed bridges along the loop route, with clearance that eliminates one of the most anxiety-producing aspects of loop planning. Boats with taller profiles spend real time and money navigating bridge schedules and detours. Mainship 34 owners largely bypass that entirely. The layout works. Comfortable social salon, a real working galley, proper master berth, head with a separate shower. The flybridge creates outdoor living space that makes the difference between a boat you live on and a boat you feel trapped in during good weather. Imagine leaving Chicago in late August, running south through the Illinois River and Tennessee River, watching the geography shift as the weeks accumulate, anchoring in small river towns where locals come to the dock, curious about your journey, meeting other loopers at transient docks who have the same boat and share everything they know about what lies ahead. The Mainship 34 community is one of the strongest on the loop, and that community has genuine practical value across 6,000 miles. Typical prices run $40,000 to $100,000, one of the most accessible serious loop boats in the current market. The honest weaknesses. The interior is functional rather than elegant. Older examples need maintenance attention. Single engine operation means carrying a spare parts kit and knowing how to use it. Who should buy it? The buyer who wants to actually do the loop, rather than spend another 2 years preparing for it. Here is where each boat lands. The Marine Trader 36. Maximum liveaboard space at minimum entry cost for buyers comfortable with an older vessel. The Mainship 390. Modern systems and single-engine efficiency in a flybridge package built for extended cruising. The Grand Banks 36. The gold standard of build quality for buyers committed to proper stewardship of a classic vessel. The Nordic Tug 32. The most honest boat on this list. Efficient, reliable, beautifully matched to its purpose, and the consistent first recommendation from experienced loopers to first-timers. The Mainship 34 Trawler, the unofficial loop boat, the vessel that has carried more buyers through 6,000 miles of American waterway than perhaps any other single model. Not because it is perfect, because for what the loop actually demands, it is right. The Great Loop is not really about the boat. It is about the freedom to wake up somewhere different next month than where you woke up today. It is about discovering that the country is larger and more interesting than a fixed address allows you to experience. The boat just gets you there. Which of these 5 would you choose, and why? Drop your answer in the comments. Subscribe to Boat Hunter and turn on the notification bell. Real boats, real costs, and real opportunities for people serious about liveaboard life and the Great Loop. We will see you in the next one.